Hello. Yoo-hoo. Howdy do. Who's in and around? Say hello, pop up. Hey Lulu. Bloody hell, long time no see, girlfriend. How's it going? How is it going? How do? Right. Just bear with me for one moment, you guys. Okie dokie. There we go. I know, right? I caught you. It's about bloody time you caught me, Lulu. Seriously. Anyway, I'm just going to post this quick link in the chat before I get started. There we go. Yeah. Just so that it's there. Just so that it's there. Because we're going to do a super chat session today. Whoop, whoop. If you got a question and you want it answered, you know what to do. But anyway, while I'm waiting, I just thought I'd let everybody know, because I haven't been live since last Monday, because I've been ill again with a chest infection, but obviously smoking a fag on the mend. But yeah, Abby had a surgery last week, you guys. I did mention it in the community section on the channel briefly, but yeah, she had a surgery on Thursday and it went really well, better than expected, to be fair. There was one small, hey Star Lordess, my wonderful friend Star Lordess in the chat. Hello, my sweetheart. Hello. Anyway, listen, right, so it went better than expected. There was one tiny little complication with it, and that was that the infection had spread. Hey, Em's in the room. Hey. Yeah, the infection is spread from a big toe to the toe next to it. So they've had to work on both toes. But she's doing dead well. She's actually stayed at my mum's tonight because she's been on the sofa for the last 3 nights because she couldn't get up and down the stairs. So they put this big massive bandage thing on her foot. But yeah, she's doing really well, and she's sort of recovering quite nicely, you guys. Yes. Hey, Stacey. What's up? I needed you today. Well, where the bloody hell were you? You guys know if you need me, you know where I am. G and mail. Seriously. What do you mean, what the fuck? What's going on? You've got me in suspense now, Em. What's going on? What is occurring? I need to know. I've been out of it for a week. I've literally not had a chance to catch up with you. Is there anything? Hey, Tony from I'm Hungry Now. Hey up, mate. Lovely to see you in. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I'm ecstatic because Abby's surgery went so well. So it's put me in a right good mood this week. So despite me still being a little bit rough, because like I say, I went live, didn't I, last Monday because I couldn't do Monday Funday. I was proper delirious, honest to God, right? I was delirious. I literally just felt like absolute shit, and I thought I would die in a flu, if I'm perfectly honest. And then I got to the doctors and said, no, you ain't got flu. You got flu, you won't be able to get out of bed. You got a chest infection. I'm like, oh, another one. Right, okay. But I'm all right, you guys, like I say. And I'm just happy about Abby. You know, this surgery's gone so well. So it's gone so well. It's gone very well. Anyway, the one. Listen, stop keeping me in suspense, woman. Tell me what the hell's going on. Tell me what's going on. It's always something. There always is. So yeah, I want to tell me what the hell's going on. Yeah, I'm glad she's well too, Star. Yeah, how have you been anyway, Star? You been all right, darling? I know we've not really had a chance to sort of speak properly for the last week. You have to excuse me, guys. I'm just staying comfy today, right? I'm in my dressing gown. I got my cup of tea. I got my fag. I'm good. I'm good, you guys. Seriously. We're all good. We're all good at gravy here. We're all gravy. Just super busy. Yeah. I needed insight, boo. Oh, right. Okay. Is it about this love situation or is it about the career situation? So anyway, I don't know if everybody is fully aware of it yet, because I only put it up earlier on today. I recorded it yesterday though, but I did upload a video to the channel with some 2020 onwards predictions. And it was something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I think those that know me best on a personal level know that this is something that I have wanted to sort of really hone in on for quite some time. Not just the notion of the predictions, but also the topics. Because there was a lot of pressing stuff there that were confusing just about everybody. And I think a lot of the huge division that's going on around a lot of world events at the moment is the fact that there's way too much confusion. So I just figured I'd take it upon myself, see if I could cut through some of this damn confusion. And like I said in the video, nobody has to take what I say at face value. But I like to think that I may have put a bit of a perspective on it at the very least, or at least my guides have, because they're the ones that kind of led the way there through what I was trying to do. And I like to think they've at least put like maybe a bit of perspective on it. So if you haven't watched that vid, definitely go check it out. I saw it. It was fabulous. Thank you, my darling. The one, love, I go to Greece in 3 days for love. 3 days. I need to see it. I haven't been online lately. You do need to see it. Hey, Atika. Mercury retrograde happening too. Oh, don't even get me frigging started with Mercury damn retrograde. Ooh. Anyway, you guys, I've got my first one up for the Sunday super chat. We've got Nikki Garrett. Nikki, are you there, my sweetheart? I think you did. Plus, you covered a lot of topics that are on people's minds these days. Well, that was the aim for it. That definitely was the aim for it. Hey, Sassy. Oh, God, seriously. Lulu, Mert retrograde. Oh, you guys. Anyway, Nikki, are you there, my darling? Atika, it's a super chat session today. So you can either click the PayPal link that my chat mod's been posting. Or you could just do it directly through Super Chat. There we go, Sassy Snicket. There we go. Of course, do you know what? I should remember this shit. I really should. Sassy, what can I do for you, my sweetheart? I should have remembered that you were Nikki. I should have remembered it. Oh, slap my hand, seriously. You gotta slap it, slap it, slap it. Yeah, Sassy, my darling, what can I do for you? And do let me know. You're up first. Yes, you guys, it's the super chat session today. I mean, like I say, you could go through YouTube super chat, or you can click the link that my wonderful chat mod Trying Harder has been posting for PayPal. Either way, absolutely fine, whichever way you feel comfortable with. So, right. But if you do want to support the channel in a more efficient way, PayPal is the best way to go. Right. I've just got yours come through, so you're up after this one, my darling. Okay, let me see. What do I need to know in love? Okay. Let's do this. Nikki. What's Nikki need to know in love? My beautiful sassy Scorps. What does she need to know regarding love? What message do you have for Nikki regarding love? It's a real good shuffle. Oh, one's just flipped. Okay, 4 of Swords. Let's see. Page of Swords in the reverse. And what we got here, the World in the reverse with the Page of Cups. Now, if I didn't know any better, yeah, 3 of Pentacles reverse. I say you got some unfinished business, girlfriend. 8 of Swords in the reverse. That's interesting. One more. Empress in the reverse. Right, okay. I'm going to throw you a romance angel, my darling, and make better sense of this. You deserve love. You're lovable. I'm not surprised in the slightest to see that, Sassy, my darling. considering I've got the Empress in the reverse. I hate seeing Empress in the reverse because it's not feeling great about yourself for whatever reason. And I think what I'm actually seeing here is the plan that needs to happen, to occur, in order to get you back on top. I think you may have lost your mojo a little bit from what I'm seeing here anyway. Because I've got, look at these 2 cards here telling me that you're not feeling overly great about yourself, overly confident. Maybe you're not feeling worthy of something here, whatever this is. And I kind of feel like this is more about laying your own insecurities to rest. I think that you probably I'm just going to say it as it is. I think you've been putting way too much pressure on yourself to change things that you can't change. And at the end of the day, that's the unfinished business that you have to deal with. That's the lessons that just aren't quite being learnt here on your journey through to love. I think the way we have to look at it, Sassy, is that how can we expect anybody to fall for you, to like you, to respect you, to worship you, to adore you, if you don't do those things for yourself? At the end of the day, people fall in love with us for who we are. And like attracts like. So when we're feeling shitty, we attract shit. So if that's what's been bothering you, if that's what's been going on, and you found that you've been attracting a lot of shit, that's why, because you're feeling shit. I think now's the time for you to take the advice, really, of this. Look, you do deserve love. You are lovable. Hell, I know that. I'm reading your energy. I can feel it. You've got so much to give. You've got so much to offer. Why on earth settle for anything less than perfect? And you're at a stage in life now where you can be a bit more picky. So absolutely start taking, take yourself in a fucking corner and have a word with yourself and say, right, I am brilliant. I am attractive. I have got so much to offer. There's fuck all wrong with me. And I'm going to go out there in the world and just boom, big heart. Somebody's going to see it and somebody's going to be like, oh, yes, I want me a piece of that, Sassy. Seriously. Let your guard down with yourself, my dear. Okay, and something great is going to come along. When you're feeling great, great comes, okay? It flows. Think of the law of attraction. My darling, you know your worth. That's it. You go, my girlfriend. Right, let's move on to M. Right, M. What can I do for you, my sweetheart? Wish you all the best, Sassy. You know I do. But yes, Sassy, change your perception. Something's coming in, okay? But you need to tweak that perception first and foremost. You're very welcome, my darling. Right, Em, what can we do? So we've got this love situation. You're going to Greece in, 3 days? I take it you just want to sort of know what's going to happen, what's going to occur. Is that right? Love and Greece. Absolutely. Right. Dear friend M is going to Greece on a love mission. On a mission of love. Is going to Greece. What's going to occur when M goes to Greece to meet the one? The one meeting the one. Mission of love. Emma's going to Greece. What do we see occurring with this? What does she need to know? What does she need to bear in mind? What's going to go down? Okay, I've got the 7 of Swords in the reverse. That isn't it. Okay, you've been well skeptical, haven't you? Moon in the reverse. That is skepticism at its finest. I've got the 8 of Wands reversed as well, and I've got the Star. Now that's a positive omen if ever I've seen one. And I've got the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I'm being told to stop. Well, there's your holiday. My cards don't lie, you guys. Seriously, there's your holiday. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. All right. So we've got these doubts. And I think the moon in the reverse is maybe paying too much attention to these doubts. I mean, don't get me wrong, it speaks of shit coming to light. And I kind of feel like with the Seven of Swords reversed, it's those doubts coming to light. And the thing is, a lot of people read Seven of Swords in so many different ways. And the way I read it is different. And also run with me intuition when it comes to that specific card. Because don't forget, every tarot card's got several different meanings. Sometimes with the Seven of Swords reversed, if someone who's done the dirty comes back around. But in this case, obviously, we have to think context and exactly what you're asking about. So in this sense, I kind of feel like there was this sort of little niggle in the back of your head. It's like, this is great. We're very hopeful. We're going for this no matter what. But there is this sort of, at least let's keep, it's almost like you're saying to yourself, I'm going to keep that little niggle there because if the shit does hit the fan, at least I expect it. Don't get me wrong, to be realistic in that sense is a good thing. It's a good thing. But I sort of think that more of your concern is to do with communication. You say you're going in 3 days. So I'm just going to level with you now. Communication may not be what it usually is over the next 3 days, but I want to tell you why. It's because he's preparing for you to get there, and he's going to be busy. So if the communication drops, that's why. Just bear that in mind. But when you actually go there, I don't see you being single for much longer. You say he's already your hubby. Whether that's on paper or whether that's, I don't know. It's just saying, look, you're not going to be single for much longer, and this is actually going to turn into quite a nice thing. And you guys have already built up quite a strong bond, quite a strong connection. And I think that by the time you actually get there, it's actually going to probably end up going better than expected. So, like I say, if the communication drops over the next 3 days, don't get too alarmed about it, and don't sort of... don't overreact about it. There's just this preparation period that he's going through, and he just wants it to be perfect for when you get there. So just bear that in mind. If he doesn't answer straight away, it's not because anything's changed, it's because he's busy. So otherwise I'd say this is pretty assertive. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Wow, what do you fucking know? What do you know? Exactly what we wanted to know, and it delivered without being so fucking cryptic. Which is great, if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah. He's with his boss, prepping for his week off. There you go. There you go. There you go. Right then. Hope that helps you out, my sweetheart. Let's move on. Nadia. Nadia, are you there, my sweetheart? I adore you. Nadia, my darling. Let's have it. Let's have it. Yes, you guys, if you want your question answered after Nadia, get it through. And we'll get this shiznit on. Just waiting for Nadia to pop up. There she is. There she is. What is coming in for love for February? So, quite specific. We're looking at Feb for the month. That helps me narrow it down. Yes, I do remember this week that you are an Aries. I got a bit confused the last time I did this, a couple of weeks ago. All right, Nadia. Nadia. Aries, Nadia. Okay, what can Nadia expect in love for February 2020? What can Nadia expect in love for February 2020? All right, I've got 7 of Cups. 6 of Swords in the reverse. Sun's just fell out in the reverse. 3 of Wands. One more, please. And the 3 of Pentacles. Right. 3 of Romance Angel. Nadia. Boom. Pretty sure I've been through this with you before. Reconciliation. Someone from your past returning. Just going to pull you one of these ones as well. Peacefulness. So, Nadia, what I'm actually sort of seeing here, Sweet Pea, is that there's a lot of confusion and drama surrounding obviously someone from your past that's more than likely going to rear their head this month. Don't know whether you've already heard from them, whether they've already come back around, or whether they're about to. Like I say, I'm pretty sure I've done you a reading similar to this not long ago. But yeah, I've got someone bouncing back around, and like I say, there's a lot of confusion. You don't know where you stand with this person because they just will not let you know. It's almost like they bounce back around, then they're out, they're in, they're out, they're in, they're out. And I kind of want to say with the Three of Pentacles, you've got something to learn from this person. And I think that waiting around, just waiting for the answers at this point isn't actually going to help me. And I genuinely think that it's probably coming to a point where you need to confront someone and say, right, what the hell is going on? Literally, like, out there, cards on table, what the hell is going on? I just feel like you need to be that upfront with whoever this is. I've got peacefulness here. Let me just read the card. It says, you recognise that balance, kindness and love bring calmness to your soul. And I kind of want to say, if there's a lot of drama going on, how can I explain it? Remaining peaceful about the whole situation is definitely what's going to help, i.e. not getting yourself really worked up and nervous and anxious about it. You know, sometimes when we sort of bump into exes or people who we've been with before, people who we've been hung up on, when we sort of bump into them, you know, your heart jumps in your throat and you're like, oh, good God, and then we freeze up. But I kind of want to say, like, this time around, I think you're going to approach this a bit differently because you're the one that's in control. I think whoever this person is has kept you in a state of not knowing where you stand for quite some time. And I kind of feel like at the point that you take the reins is the point you take your damn power back. And it doesn't feel as nervous as it usually otherwise would. So I think whoever this person is, basically what's coming towards you in Feb is you've got somebody bouncing back around who you've never truly sort of knew where you stood with this person. And there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of drama. And your advice to deal with it this month is to cut out the bullshit. Cut out the drama, cut out the anxiety. Don't be nervous about this. Go into this peaceful and calm and be like, right, what the hell is going on? Cards table now. And be that direct with whoever this person is, okay? Right. I hope that helps you out, my sweetheart. Right, I think I've come to the end of the list unless any more comes through. I'm happy to just hang around and have a cig, though, while I wait. Unless anyone else has any more questions. You're welcome, Nadia. You're very welcome. But yeah, I don't think any super chat came through on the YouTube yet. It's just PayPal. Which I's fine with. I's absolutely fine with. Yes, you guys, make sure you like the video. The more likes it gets, the more YouTube recommends it to others, to everybody else, which is kind of cool. Move my light out of the way. But yeah, so yeah, it seems like there's a lot of positivity coming for M on a little trip, eh? Absolutely. It's about time, though. I say M needs a definite round of applause, you guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, what's everyone been up to? Let's just have a chit chat while I'm waiting. What's everyone been up to? Do let me know. Just checking the PayPal here just to make sure that I've got everybody up to speed. Like I say, if you want a question answering, either click the link for PayPal that's in the chat, or you can pop in a super chat. Entirely up to you. Entirely. I can't wait for M to come back and say how much happier she is. Icing on the cake stuff. I'd say that, yeah, seriously, right, you're going to have to, right, as soon as you get back, you've literally got to, like, first Sunday super chat or Monday fun day that's on, you've got to come and let us know how the hell you got on. Star, here across the pond, everyone is getting ready for the big Super Bowl Sunday game. Oh, right. So I never understand how that works. So who's playing in this Super Bowl? Because you guys like call it obviously like football over there, but to us it's more like a form of rugby, I think. But yeah, like, and they wear the big helmets, don't they? Like, we don't have anything like that in the UK, like other than rugby, obviously, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. But yeah, like who's playing in it? Like, what teams or states are playing? Yes, North America football is huge. Yeah. Isn't that weird though? Like what you guys would call soccer over there is what we call football. And like your idea, like we've got a version of the American football, but we call it rugby over here, and there's less protection. There's less protection. San Francisco. Oh wow. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, what's it called? Yeah, I know that Liverpool are doing quite well. Football team over here in the UK are doing quite well at the moment, which is good. Me and Trynard were talking about that a bit earlier on. In brief. But we're also we had a really good chat earlier, didn't we, Trynard, about ascensions and stuff, and like release of the ego and all that. And it was really, really interesting. I mean, if like I know in between, I know super chat session, but you know, like if anybody wants to ask any questions about that kind of stuff, as long as it's not personal, yeah, 22 points ahead in it. You'll never walk alone in it. Everybody should know that song. Everybody should know that song. Seriously. But yes, pretty good, pretty good. But yeah, like if anyone wants to talk about the ascensions and stuff like that, go for it. Because I'm going to stay on for another half an hour, regardless of whether Oak comes through or not. The one, trying harder. I will try to post pics and vids as much as possible. I think you absolutely should. Yeah, because you've got your own channel. Post some pics in your community section. Oh, you got Instagram as well. Yeah, everyone follow her on Instagram. I don't really go on Instagram that much, but like if you post stuff in your community section, you know, like I do on my channel. But yeah, that meditative session that I did yesterday, you guys, was unbelievable. And the thing is, right, it's like I was saying to Trynard earlier, when I were actually doing it, it's stuff that I was already curious about or that people have asked me about. You know, I wasn't going into it blind. I knew what I wanted to know. And I just sort of let the guide show the way and just like show me like through images of my meditation of like exactly what this shit means and what's going on. And I swear down now, if you haven't watched this video, seriously, you've got to go watch it. Because the stuff that I was being shown was just so, some of it was predictable, fair enough. But a lot of it was so like far-fetched. You know, but at the same time, it was really, really cool. It was really cool. Yeah. Yes, ascension, zooey. Hey, by the way, I actually watched your video. You wrote some. You did a video about what were it now, and I watched it. It was like how you sort of viewed the universe and sort of where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. And it just, I mean, I think you were pretty much talking about ascensions, really, weren't you? And it was just such an interesting viewpoint that you had. Yeah, you getting deeper, that were it. That were the name of the video, getting deeper. And I did watch it and I actually thought, do you know what? I've got to share it. And I will do. I'll share that video. Yeah. I'm hungry now. I have to run. Have to put dinner on. Great to see you, Kay. Good night, all. Night, Tony. See you later, darling. Yeah, your soul transforming. Yeah. Oh God, absolutely. Yes, I definitely will share it because that seriously, that's one of them videos that you absolutely have to watch because it's her basically Em talks of a personal kind of view on where she's headed and how she perceives what's going on around her and that it's all meant for a reason and everything like that. Yeah, exactly. And I'm totally agree with you when it comes to ascensions and stuff like that. And it's all about release of the ego. And accepting that what will be will be. And it's that I touched base on it a little bit in my video yesterday when I spoke of the collective conscious. But she went into great detail for her own personal experience. And sometimes I think you need to go and view other people's personal experiences with this kind of stuff, just to know that you're not on your own. Just to know that, you know, if something goes wrong, it's not always down to it being your fault or their fault. It's just the universe's way of saying this isn't serving you, so we're going to get rid of it. And like you say, you know, people shouldn't be afraid of that. Ego no more, release and allow. It's all for your highest good. Absolutely, absolutely. And the thing is, another thing that I wanted to talk about was about the ego itself, because everybody has got this perception that the ego is just a whole kind of aspect of your character, and it's not. It's segregating into several pieces of your character. So you're going to have positive aspects of your ego, and then you're going to have negative aspects of your ego. And the whole point of ascensions is to shed those negative aspects. And I think that when you fight against the grain, you make it harder on yourself. You know, and I'm no stranger to that. Seriously, I make it harder on myself every day. But there are specific things that, you know, you can't help but let go of, that the universe comes in and kind of takes over. And it's like, you know, when you're love specifically, I suppose, when you're sort of trying to see someone and you get really hopeful about it and it seems so perfect, and then boom, you shot down like that. Again, release the ego. Nothing to do with you whatsoever. If you're already on a path to ascension and people start falling to the wayside, it's for the sheer fact that you don't need them where you're going, where you're headed. You don't need them. So, you know, yeah, it can be exhausting. But yeah, and it's a simple fact case of, right, those that stay are meant to stay, those that go are meant to go. And I know it sounds so cliche to sort of say it like that, but it's so true. It's so true. You have to let shit be when you're going through stuff like this. You really do. Exactly. It's protection. It's protection. And Em worded it perfectly in her video, because she basically said this is just the spirit's way of protecting you further down the line. Because think about it this way. Let's just put an example on this, right? I'll not use love. Let's use a friendship term. Hang on. All right. So say you got a friend that you've had for years and years and years, right? And you know, you never think of this friend ever leaving your life. But then out of nowhere, you have some disagreements, tension brews, and then all of a sudden, part ways. That is the spirit or the universe's way of basically saying it's not that the friend's going to do anything wrong to you, but the path that they're on could lead you off the path and actually hold you back in some way. So like I say, when we go through these ascensions, you can't go pointing the blame. You can't play the blame game, okay? Because that's the worst thing you could do. You just have to accept that, okay, that person's probably on a path that I shouldn't be on, or they're on a different dynamic than I'm actually on. So this is where we part ways. And it's like I said in the video yesterday, don't think it's a lost cause, because eventually everyone's going to ascend anyway, and they'll catch up to you at a later date. It's just, like I say, for now, path needs to split. And when you force it, that's when you start to pull yourself back. So, you know, in a love situation, say you're on and off with someone for years or months or years, and they come back around, and the longer that you keep taking them back, the longer you are not moving. You're not moving. You're stuck on this sort of crossroad path where you're not moving. You've got to keep moving energetically, and that means allowing people to fall to the wayside. So if somebody's not serving you, they're not serving you. Let's think about it like this. If you were still in a relationship with someone who you're not supposed to be with, later on, you might think that you absolutely need them right now, but later on down the line, they could be cheating on you. They could be drinking, making you absolutely fucking miserable. And you know, sometimes when spirit throws these people away from you and you don't understand it, it's spirit's way of saying, this person's going to make you really fucking depressed and miserable later down the line at a point when you need to be at your best. So we're just going to get rid of them now. And again, you just have to trust in that process. Yeah, what's your theory on shiny eyes? Eyes with spark of light all the time. I don't even think I've even looked into that. Explain. People with shiny eyes. Star, that's been my experience. Yeah, it's been a lot of people go through it. A lot of people go through it. But yeah, it's like I've been there, you guys. Don't for one second think just because I'm a tarot reader and I've got gifts that I'm not fucking human. I've been there. I've been there where I've, been with someone. I've thought the absolute world of them, and I thought, right, this is it. This is the one. This is it for the rest of my life. And then it's fell apart, and I'm like, why? What's so wrong with me? Rah! You can't think like that. When you start to ascend, you've got to shed that part of the ego, and self criticism is a part of ego, a negative part of the ego that you have to lose. And you know what I mean? That's why I feel so comfortable talking about it, because I've been there, done that one t-shirt, and I look back now and I think, Jesus, that was absolutely right of the spirit and the universe to pull that person away from me. Because if I'd have still been with them now, I would have been really fucking miserable. You know what I mean? And you do have to think like that sometimes. Think ahead. Yeah. I have met shiny eye peeps. Martha. Hey, Martha. They are usually very charming. The one in pictures, videos, and real life, it's insane how dark the iris is and how bright the spark and glimmer of light is. I've never really sort of looked into that too much. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, I've seen people who just seem to have brighter eyes than usual, but I've never really looked into it from a spiritual point of view, if you know what I mean. Martha, hey, go, nice to see you. It's nice to see you too, Martha. Hello, my sweetheart. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's your theory on it, Em? I want to hear what you have to say. And Star, what's your theory on it? Like shiny-eyed folk. I want to hear your views, since I don't know enough all about it. See, I'm humble enough to admit when I don't know about something. I'd rather learn at this point. I would rather learn. What's your theory? But yeah, I do know, obviously, like, I mean, I don't know if like you're liking it sort of along the lines to like what they're called, like a siren or something. When you watch like the films, like, and there's the mystical siren creatures. They're usually women that attract the men, but like I suppose it could be the other way around as well. Like those that sort of don't always have great intentions, but they just suck you in regardless. I'm pretty sure they're just a narcissist. But yeah. It always seems to me that shiny eyed peeps, it's almost like their soul is shining through very strong. Oh, so it's actually in a good way, so it's a good thing. The one, well, I googled it. I think he's ascended, and it means when you spiritually woke. Oh, I see. Hey, Krista, are you all right, sweet pea? Just for those that are just joining, it's super chat session. So if you want a question answered, just pop your super chat in either through the PayPal link that Trying Hard has posted or through super chat itself, and I will read it. I'm just talking in between. I'm just having conversation. I don't think you're interrupting if you want a question answered. Yes, his soul shines through. He's a hermit, then bam. He's into me so deep and sees me. I felt so invisible and he sees me. It's insane. Totally the one. Also, it's somebody who's spiritually woke who's got like that shine in their eye. So it's nothing bad then. So this is something I don't know about. I've never even, it's like, don't get me wrong, like, I think it's one of them things that I would have noticed, but I wouldn't have actually noticed. Like, oh, that's what it is. You know what I mean? The few I've come across are charming and knowledgeable of esoteric, tend to be mercurial, swift and big-hearted. All right. It's a good thing, yeah. Wow. I never even seriously, never even known about anything like that. Seriously, that's crazy. Krista, doing well. I'm dead pleased to hear that, babe. Dead pleased. But yeah, like I know that you can get a sense for when you're with somebody who's like on a higher dimension. You know, like for example, I've got a couple of friends in the spiritual community that are more aligned to a fourth dimensional way of life. And when you talk to these people, they they are some of the most kindest, gentlest people that you'll ever meet in your life, and you only have to look at them to know. Especially like if you can see auras, you only have to look at them to know that they are not third dimensional life form like humans, if that makes sense. Like they're something else on like a more spiritual plane. It's like they're living in a 3D realm, but their actual sort of persona, their actual characteristics and their actual personality are more on a 4D kind of level. And I've got a few friends that are like that. Some are highly religious and some are very sort of shamanic and whatnot. But you can, whenever I'm talking to them, I always feel, yes, I'm in the presence of something a lot higher here, and the conversations tend to be on a more higher level as well. They're less egotistical. The one I call those 4D peeps aliens. See, that's the thing. That's the misconception. Like, I actually thought that as well, but it's not. It's just it's people who've moved through series of ascensions and actually learned and adjusted to be that way. So yeah, Sassy Scorps K. I just heard Tyler's tarot give you a shout out. He's awesome. Is Tyler live as well? Oh, I love that dude. He's always giving me shout outs. I actually caught him live this morning because I woke up and I thought, right, let me upload this video, which I was doing. And I thought I'll go check out, see who's posted overnight. And he were already live. And I thought, oh, pop on and say hello. Bless him. He looked knackered. It must have been late. It must have been late where he was. But he was giving out some good readings. The one that I caught was money being good and stuff like that. So, definitely worth a watch if you aren't already for some monetary inspiration, let's say. But yeah, love Tyler to pieces. Absolutely amazing guy. No, with the one that I saw this morning, then I think he is funny. It makes me laugh. He was saying this morning that it's almost, he said it's not true, it's just joking about it, but like a comedian's sort of like took over him, and that's where he gets his funniness from. And I thought, yeah, it makes sense. Well, then again, I just think he's just a funny guy. He's just a funny guy. He's hilarious, and he's got a way with words. I'll give him that. What we over here will call gift of the gab. Absolutely. But yeah, it was quite cool. But what's it called? Let me just check the emails. But yeah, I'm doing Monday Funday tomorrow. Now, the thing is, I wanted my good friend Georgia from Angelic Reiki Silver and Gold. I fancied doing a tag team with her tomorrow. And I've got to try and figure out, since YouTube have removed Google Hangouts from live streams, I've now got to figure out how to get 2 cameras in the same live stream, which is going to be a pain in the ass. So if anybody watching this has any suggestions, do let me know. I mean, I checked out that Prism thing, and I can't see on there a way to do live stream 2 cameras at the same time. There's a thing you can do with Skype and OBS, but again, it's not straightforward. I can't understand why YouTube have removed Google Hangouts, because I used to do all my split screen live streams off that, and it was just so easy. And they don't do it anymore. Oh, right, pain in the ass. If anyone knows any decent streaming services that you can use a laptop, because that's another thing with that Prism, you can only use it on your mobile, and I want to be able to use my laptop with it as well. So if anyone knows of any, please let me know. Please do let me know. It would be most beneficial. Well, it's to basically invite somebody else into the stream. Use a phone and a camera. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I want to be able, like, on my part, and then obviously invite Angelic, Reiki, Silver, and Golden as well, so that we're both on the same live stream. I know other YouTube channels do it. Why the frick can't I figure it out? Phone and tablet, yeah. Well, we'll both have our own cameras. Like, I just want to be able to use my laptop, and then obviously George would probably use the phone. But I just want to be able to get us both in the same stream, live stream. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can record 2 cameras like on Skype, but I want it live streamed. And that's really the one that I sort of I tried Googling it earlier and it's just so confusing. Then again, I don't know if it's just me because I'm being a bit impatient today. God knows. It is, isn't it? It's one of them things. But anywho, right. Unless anybody's got any questions to put through now. If you want a question answered, you can either drop the super chat or the PayPal now. Oh, Krista's done it. As soon as it comes through, my sweetheart. I think there's a bit of a lag. Okay, I sent payment through PayPal. I put my question in there too. Right. Let me see if I can find it. Won't be a minute, my sweetheart. Because my phone's acting divvy. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's just come through. It's alright, my phone's just been acting dead weird lately. That'll be what it frigging is, isn't it? Mert retrograde. Oh. Mert bloody retrograde. Right, Krista, do you want me to read out this question, or are you just happy for me to answer it, considering it's about, obviously, something personal? I mean, I'm going to answer it live, but I'm just going to read it quietly. For 3 years. I can read it, okay. Recently saw my ex-husband due to our dog passing. We've been apart for over 3 years and he's remarried. He's told you that he's made a mistake leaving. He said he loves his wife, but she's not you. What are his true intentions in telling me that? Well, fuck it up. Krista, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Right. Just give me a sec, you guys. Let me just blow my noggin because I'm still full of fucking cold. And I'll answer this. Sorry, you guys, a bit grossy. I'm so bunged up, it's unreal. I always am at the minute. As soon as it gets to like winter time, I get the winter cold, and then as soon as it hits spring, I get hay fever. I can't frigging win, you guys, seriously. Right. Okay, let's see. So, yeah, ex-husband thinks he's made a mistake leaving. He's remarried. Giving Krista the sweet talk. What are his intentions telling her that? Why on earth did he absolutely have to tell her that? Was he being genuine or what? Why on earth did he have to say that? All right, Ace of Cups reversed with the Queen of Swords. Reverse. The Eight of Swords. The Three of Swords. The Emperor in the reverse. Not surprised to see that. The Ten of Cups in the upright with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. That's a fucking contrast if I've ever seen one. Bloody hell. Trust. And healing family issues. One more. Calling a soulmate. Okay. Him and his wife are on the rocks. And there's a breakdown in communication going on between them. And I think what's actually happened here, I'm just gonna say it. I'm not pulling attention to individual cards. I'm just going to say that over sort of riding scenario. What did you put there? It didn't seem like he was trying to get back together. He didn't try anything slick. No. Basically, what I think has gone on is that him and his wife are having a bit of a rough patch at the minute. And the thing is, it's nothing new. They'll go through this kind of thing, you know, every now and again. And it's almost like an ego boost to sort of say to you, you know, oh, it was almost like he was waiting for a confirmation from you. And obviously, I don't quite think you've reacted to it. But at the same time, it's like a boredom, you know, like, oh, you know, if me and Krista get talking again, whenever me and the wife have these little dips, you know, oh, maybe I can get Krista on side. And it's almost like a backup, you know, get you on side as a backup. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm just going to level with you now. I don't like the intention. I don't like the way that this has come across. And it's almost like he was testing the waters. Like you say, nothing really slick, nothing really, you know, too full on or anything like that. But from what this is showing me here is that eventually, if you allowed it, it would become something untoward. And like I say, it's almost like he's getting his ducks in a row. He will heal the issues between him and his wife. They are otherwise happily married. They just have these little spats and whatnot. And I kind of feel like the Three of Swords is a continuation of a broken heart for you, more than anything. That's the way I'm looking at that. And obviously, I can't overlook the fact that he's coming across as the Emperor reverse with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. It's almost like he's abusing his position. It's like you've met up because of a dog passing, and he's took advantage of that in a different way by telling you that. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is he knew damn well what he was doing when he told you that, which in turn doesn't make his intentions too honourable. And like I say, I think the process that you need to be trusting in at this point is your path. You know, you're on a path at the moment to moving on to better prospects, and you know, you're doing a lot better for yourself. And I just think that the less time we spend entertaining this, whatever this is, the better. And don't let your son get all let up about it. You know, with the Eight of Swords being there, it's you being a bit in your head, overthinking, over analytical, and it's almost like that's what he wanted. You know, it's almost like, oh yeah, he's going to plant a seed and see what happens and watch it grow. He's going to stand back and watch it grow. And that way, you know, whenever him and his wife have these dips, he can just, you know, get in touch or whatever. I just felt like he was testing the waters with you, darling. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, I don't see this affecting you moving on, as long as you don't allow it to. I think if you sort of allow this sort of route back in, which it would become a route back in, I think if you allow it, it'll escalate. At this point, though, there's no need for it to escalate. You can lock this down pretty much straight away and just not pay any attention to it. That's really what Spirit's trying to say to you is don't pay too much attention to it. And, you know, I think the Oracle cards are really backing that up. So, yeah, I think you kind of got your answer there, my sweetheart. He ain't made a mistake leaving. The only reason why I said that is out of anger, because they've had a bit of a dip from what I can see. That's sad. I don't want him back, but I wish he'd grown more over the past few years. Sometimes that's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. You can only hope. You can only hope for that. And if somebody won't change, there's nothing else you can do about it. All you can do is better yourself. And it is a shame that he ain't grown the fuck up. I mean, you say he'd been apart 3 years. He's had 3 years. He's had this window of opportunity to sort his shit out and actually sort of get a grip, and he fucking hasn't. So if anything, I would just take this as a real good sign that you had a lucky escape, my sweetheart. Seriously. Oh, bless you. Yes, my darling. We will speak soon. You take care, my sweetheart. You take care. All right, I've just had another one from Mobile Fitness come through. Who's that? Who's that? But yeah, Krista, seriously, keep moving forward, babe. You don't have to look back. No problem, my darling. Right, who's Mobile Fitness? Pop up. What do you want to know? You're so welcome, Krista. You're so welcome, babe. Like I said, I've just had one come through from Mobile Fitness. Oh, Anon, hey, Anonymous. My name is Laura. Hey, Laura. What can I do for you, my sweetheart? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Oh, dear. Just let me know your sun sign as well, darling. I'd like to know about my love interests, an Aquarius man and a Libra man, and you're a Taurus. Laura's a Taurus. All right, so there's this choice between Aquarius and Libra. So I think what I'd rather do with this one is do you like a split kind of reading. So we'll throw a couple of cards for the Aquarius, and then we'll throw a couple of cards for the Libra and sort of give you the message for what sort of comes out, yeah? All right. One card for the Aquarius man, please, for Laura. All right, I've got playfulness for the Aquarius man. And one card for the Libra man, please, for Laura. Romantic feelings for the Libra. Right, let's clarify that. Let's see. Just give these a bit of a good shuffle, you guys. Just bear with. Sounds good. I stopped reading for myself. Sometimes when we do read for ourselves, and there's always an element of bias with it. That's why I don't read for myself, because, when you throw in a spread, if something comes out that you don't like, you're like, no, I'll keep going. No, I keep going. Until you see something you like, and then it just ruins the entire fucking message. Seriously, I'm exactly the same, and Laura. I don't even bother for myself anymore. Honest to God, I know. KK knows. Right. Clarification for the Aquarius man, please. Three of Swords for the Aquarius man. One more on that, please. The Eight of Cups. And for the Libra, hell yeah, I get freaked out when I see any signs of deception. Tell me about it. Right, for the Libra, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands. So, my sweetheart, this is real simple. And I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to figure this out. So for the Aquarius, this was for the Aquarius. We've got the playfulness card with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups. This one's going to break your heart if you haven't already. As someone who likes a bit of fun, who likes to play the field, and I suppose with the Three of Swords, this is probably the aftermath of what's going to happen if you don't disconnect from this one. I hate to see the Three of Swords because it is raw pain. It is like right there in the moment, raw pain. And I kind of feel like that's what's coming if you stick it out with this. And I like the fact that the Eight of Cups has come out with this, because it just basically saying that the reason why these cups are full is because someone's after a bit of fun and nothing serious, and they are probably the type of person to lead you on into thinking that it's going to be more than it is. So as far as the Aquarius goes, I would probably knock that one on the head. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I always say to everybody who's single, if you can have no strings fun with someone and keep it playful and light-hearted and not expect anything in return, then crack on, my poppet, and have some fun in the process. But if you get emotionally attached, that's where the problem lies. And you end up getting yourself in situations that end up getting really tough to get out of, and it does tear you down emotionally, And then we start taking on their problems when it comes to rejection, thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I be the one for them? You're better off just cutting your losses at this point. Now, for the Libra, it's a bit different. The Libra is very different. this Libra seems to be developing real strong feelings for you. There's a strong attraction here, because the thing is with the Queen of Wands, especially in love readings, it's a strong attraction. It's somebody who's extremely attractive, sexually attractive as well, and very sort of passionate, you know, admirable, somebody that you can actually sort of work quite well with as a team. But, you know, it's that overpowering kind of attraction, someone that you're extremely drawn to. And I kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, because it sort of speaks of good timing as well. And I kind of feel like, you know, this Libra is developing feelings for you. I mean, it says here on the card, feelings are real and worth exploring. Maybe it's time for you to explore it and give this one a go and see where it goes. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be, I don't want you to, I don't want to, you know, misperceive this in any way. I have no cups here. But what I do have is a powerful attraction between you both that can be worked on to a more emotional level. But because I've kind of got no cups, I mean, don't get me wrong, we've got romantic feelings, so we've got that element there. But at the same time, I don't want to sort of get any hopes up into saying, oh, this is going to be the lifetime kind of thing. It might not be, but what it is saying that now may be a good time to explore it. That's really what it's saying. That is really the message regarding the Libra, is now is a good time to at the very least explore it and see where it goes. What we got here, Libra's actually my ex-husband, but came back so different. It's like he put in the work and really wants to work as a team. I'm really drawn to the stability. Absolutely. And that's really what comes through very strong with that. The Libra wants to work with you, wants to actually build with you. So, you know what I mean? I don't have the crazy love for him like I do with the Aquarius. I'm surprised the devil didn't come out for my Aquarius. I don't think the devil had to come out. The Three of Swords did that for you, sweetheart. And the thing is with the devil, what everybody needs to understand about the devil signifies entrapment, and it's usually self-sabotage and entrapment. So when the devil comes out, and I suppose this is a bit of a lesson for those that want to learn tarot, when the devil comes out, it's not necessarily anybody's energy. It's always going to be what you're doing to yourself. So if you, for example, just for argument's sake, say if you actually were that sort of obsessed with this Aquarius that you couldn't let him go, that you just couldn't let him go, and that you were purposely keeping your son in that situation, full well knowing that if he ain't already is going to break your heart, then yes, you'd always see the devil, because you are self-sabotaging, keeping your son in that level of entrapment. The devil's not there because you don't, because you know you don't actually have to be stuck in that you're not stuck in that situation. At this point in time, you're not obsessed enough about this to stay stuck in that situation. You're more than capable of not even getting involved in it at this stage, which is good. I'd run with that before you end up at the energy of the devil. If you've, you know, and if you've had the devil come up for you in previous readings and not say around this time, it will just be because you're not actually in the energy of it at this moment in time. So, you know, it's always something to bear in mind, though, because things with the devil, whether he comes out upright or reversed, I would say he can easily be sucked back in. But just remember, it's a self-sabotaging energy. It's something that you do to yourself, that you put yourself in. And if you're not in it, then you're not in it. It's as simple as that. I don't, that Three of Swords, though, I definitely say just be very, very cautious of this Aquarius, because whether you get rid of him or not, I mean, I think you're going to detach. I really do. And I think you ought to, from what I'm seeing here, from the energy that I'm getting from this Aquarius, because this is somebody who knows what to say to get what they want. Okay. I'm already with the Aquarius. I don't think he's a cheater, but he's not stable. No. People don't have to be a cheater to break your heart, babe. They don't. People don't have to be a cheater to break your heart. If you're with this Aquarius, then what I will probably say to you is, because I have to be responsible about this. I have to be reasonable. The Eight of Cups is an already established detachment going on. So you've already detached from this regardless. And I think that with the playfulness card, It's just highlighting the reality of the situation. So if this doesn't actually feel like a relationship to you, then it's probably because it's actually not. And maybe the dynamic is just completely wrong. In which case, here's my advice. Let's ignore the cards just for a second and let's look at sound advice. If you're already in a relationship with this guy and there's already this level of detachment going on, whether it's on your part or his, what I would always say is see if you can work it out. But if you realise quite quickly that you can't, or that you've tried everything you think might work and it doesn't, then walk away. It's when you start bashing your head against the same brick wall over and over and over that creates the energy of the devil. Yeah? So, like I say, you know, if you've already kind of detached, if you genuinely want to sort of give it that one last shot, then do so. But what I will say to you is don't waste more time than you already have. I think that is the best message coming from that spread that I can possibly give you, is especially see the Wheel of Fortune. I know it's on the other side, but it still stands. Don't waste more time than you already have, because, you know, at this point, time's kind of precious, and you've got bigger things to be moving on to. Because a lot of shit's going to start going really well for you, you know. It's all right. I'm just looking at that wheel, and there's quite a bit sort of attached to it, really. You have to do what's right for you at the end of the day, and not because you feel obliged to anybody else or anything like that. So it's murky when it comes to relationships. If you've already detached and you've already had enough, like I say, think anything's worth one last shot. Just don't waste any more time when you realise it's not going to work. Yeah, you kind of stay detached. You're on guard. I think that being on guard puts you in a better perspective, to be fair. I really do. And I think you're probably better off staying that way at the moment. At least you can see reality for what it really is. And there's no rose tinted glasses there, which is kind of good, to be fair. You've got your head screwed on. I'll give you that, Laura. Oh, take care, Star. See you later, darling. Bye-bye. But yeah, I definitely say you've got your head screwed on. You know exactly what you're doing. And like I say, I think the Three of Swords is a good forewarning to say as to what's to come. And maybe this really is a case of you sort of following it through with this detachment. But I kind of have to say as well, I think you've got strong romantic feelings for your ex. And there is no way on this planet you can wholeheartedly give yourself to anybody while you've still got such strong feelings for your ex. I'm just going to say it. So maybe it is the right time for you to reevaluate this entire situation. Oh, any last advice? You're so welcome, by the way, Laura. I think that is the last advice that you really need is while you've still got feelings for one person in particular, anybody else is just a bit of a no-no until you either explore those feelings or you come to terms and get rid of those feelings. Either which one of the way you're going to go with this. While you've still got feelings for your ex, nothing else is going to work out. I think the advice is deal with whatever that is first. You know, deal with whatever that is first. So yeah, I think that's going to have to be the final advice there. Something needs sorting. It's a bit murky. Something needs sorting, babe. So yes. Anyway, I'm happy to leave that there, my darling, and I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you out moving forward. I just need to hear it. My ex-husband is stable. My current guy's fun, but I need more than fun. Exactly, and that's why your current guy has come across as playful, and your ex has come across as something a bit more deep than that. Anywho, I hope that's helped clear it up. But anywho, listen, I think I'm done now for the night. I'm a bit tired. I must admit, I'm a bit tired now. It's like 11:10 at night. But it's been fun. It's been a fun session. Don't forget, you guys, tomorrow, Monday Fun Day. And I am going to try and figure out a way to get Angelic Reiki, Silver and Gold into the live stream. You're very welcome, Laura. So I'm going to try and figure it out. If for whatever reason I can't, we've already spoke about it earlier, and she was saying that she doesn't mind just sort of typing in the chat answers to a few people, you know, which would be quite cool, to be fair. So you not only get me giving out freebies tomorrow, but Angelic Reiki's sort of offered to jump on the bandwagon. She might not be able to sort of get through everybody, but we can definitely work together to sort of do it. So we could give it a go. At the very least, we'll give it a go and see how that goes. But for those that want to check out Angelic Reiki in the meantime, she's got a YouTube channel. Go check it out, subscribe. But yes, I'm going to shoot for now. If anyone wants personal reading, I can get readings delivered within like 24 hours. So if you want a fuller personal reading where you've got more questions or you just want more guidance or whatever, feel free to email me. Like I say, I'm going to be doing a few of them tomorrow. So because I've got about 4 to do tomorrow, and I've got enough time to do a few more than that. So if you want one delivered tomorrow, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm happy to go. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow on Monday Funday. Take care. Bye for now.